Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our 18th episode and final 2023 episode of BAFSAF. We're just gonna recap, follow up, talk Christmas, holidays, New Year's Eve plans for the following year. Don't mind the laundry on my futon. What laundry? uh, how are you? How have you been? How have you been mentally, emotionally, financially? I know everyone's hurting because everyone's expecting a gift. I don't have that to worry about because I don't have no money. Everybody gets a hello for Christmas. All right. I didn't even get a chance to write anything down, so I'm just going off tops here. So, last episode, you weren't able to tune in. We kind of went over, with the help we had Keys in the chat, we had Sean in the chat. I think we had someone else too, but I didn't really get that deep in the video to recap. So yeah, we had a few of our regulars in the chat last episode, and we were just kind of going over. I was asking questions about what plans you have for the following year, how you're going to end it out. So I just kind of wanted to touch on that because I feel like through everything that we were talking about, I think I've got a little more time to think about it. Plus, I feel like I'm a little more ready for this episode today. So a little more aware and able to talk. I don't know how I was last time. I don't think I was all the way there. But so I did some thinking. I when I first started this streaming thing, I kind of wanted to do 2 BAFSAF episodes a month. The first one hitting the topic hard, second week in the month, follow up and just kind of going over anything else. And then I started to do this thing where I did 2 topics in 1 month, just kind of split them between 2 weeks. So just kind of go back to the basics of when I started. I'm going to kind of just recap and review everything that I specified last week, or 2 weeks ago, sorry, last episode. I essentially want to be able to start applying what little confidence I have into venturing out with the stream and the socials. I've been kind of giving myself a little taste of being able to be comfortable with adding people without. I think it's just like, because the way I see it, sometimes people treat their social medias like it's their home. It's all public information and yada yada. But I feel like I'm like kind of crossing a boundary when I go to adding people I don't know. Only in the sense to be like, hey, we share a common ground. Find me funny, keep me around. If not, let me go. But I want to get more into being confident enough to just let it all play out on its own. But in order for me to do that, I have to be more apparent with the social pages. Mainly the Facebook page, because that's where I do a lot of the activity, but also the X page, the X Twitter page, both of them, because I have one for just the overall MH social, and then I have one for BAFSAF, because BAFSAF is kind of like it's going to be its own entity. MH social's got all the stuff that I do independently. I've got the stuff with Trey, and then there's more stuff that I'll be implementing through the MyCam social name. But BAFSAF is in fact kind of under me, its own little thing. But yeah, no, just getting that. I've been telling myself to do it because I have to switch back. Like when you're on the Facebook page and you have your profile, and then you have your page set up. Yeah, you're able to switch back and forth. So I need to stay on the MyCam social page and operate on that more than I do my own profile. But I've also got to get some people who actually interact more. I get it. We're all busy. We're all a little older, so we don't really engage with social media like we used to. Like I think I saw on my personal profile, I have like 355 friends, and I interact with like maybe 5 or 6 just off the top of my head, and then I get reactions from maybe consistently um about 10. So um and of course on the my camp social page, it's pretty much only me and Sean. um Expect rain around 8. But everything's a progress. It's for me, it's just getting out of that comfort zone of just being able to be like, oh hey, if people like it, they'll gravitate to it. Like the saying from, what was it, the Benchwarmers? If we build it, they'll come. Yeah, no, I'm not that cool. I'm all right, but I've also been kind of thinking about doing videos like little skits, and just funny videos, just to, try to get the attention out there. So I've been thinking about things to do that might catch the humor and comedy of everyone or a lot of people, and then get the drive going, get the what do you call it, exposure. Yeah. What's up, Sean? How you doing, man? Where's your water? Go get your water and shut my door. Azure, shut the door. I am good. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Uh, I'll say this to answer that better. Um, I'm at a point with some things and certain people where I don't really care anymore, and that's not a bad thing. It's just that I've gotten a lot better with being able to catch things, and just instead of being upset, instead of trying to change them, fix them, better them, in a sense, I want to say that I'm giving the same attention. I don't know, like the energy. I'm giving the same energy that I'm giving, but it's not even that. It's just that I don't know, man. Okay. So I'll say this. I was telling you about plants the other day. I think I finally implemented in myself to really take myself seriously, knowing that the end of the year is coming, and like how we all make the oh what do they call it? The New Year's resolution. Yeah. So, mentally I'm like, okay, mine's gonna be, I'm doing this, and that, and I don't care who or what has to say what. I think I'm just mentally preparing myself for focus, for discipline. I've been really off my game past couple months, and I am beating myself up about it because I feel like it hurt me. If I was to be on a deadline, I'm not meeting it, and thankfully I am my own deadline. But at the same time, I want stuff done because I can't keep behind. But I feel like I'm getting back into just being serious and then wanting to be taken serious, so I'm good. I'm good, because I have this thing where I'm gonna do what I want to do, what needs to be done, and I'm no longer gonna let anyone get in my way. I've let too many people get in the way. I've been too lenient, and I'm just tired of it. I want better for myself, which in turn is going to be better for a lot of people. I just got to be the person to say, hey, it's all up to me because it's me. So, um, yeah, I'm just in a spot where I'm like, you know, instead of being upset about certain things, I'm just gonna be like, well, this is pretty much telling me to focus, and there's a lot of things I really shouldn't care about. Um, but I do. Like, I'm kind of like at this point where I remember who I used to be. I'm still doing that, you know. I feel like I've said it before, but no, like I always get these glimpses of how I just kind of used to be like carefree and you know, I didn't really care about a whole lot, and nothing like a whole lot didn't bother me. And kind of going through that cycle of getting all that out of my system, but you know, I think I'm getting there. I'm pretty close, pretty close. So how was your day today, sir? uh you're gonna damn yawn. Kind of mundane, not too much. Watched anime. For those of you who don't know what anime is, it's one show that everyone watches. Pretty good. So just what'd you watch? What'd you watch? So what was I saying? Um, oh yeah, so you know, to mix everything that I was saying before, and then you know, with Sean, I just anime. I just, you know, think a lot, and you know, I'm human. I want things to happen, and I'm just having a lot of a little issue sometimes putting in the effort, or you know, putting my foot down about certain things. But I think I'm there. I'm back to that point, and it feels good because it's like you never know how much control you let go until you retain that control again. And you're like, oh, this is how I'm supposed to feel at all times. I kind of had that feeling for a couple of days and it went away. Which feeling? That regaining control type feeling? I have that same problem too. It comes and goes because I don't know. I feel like I'm in a crossroads with myself because at one there's one end that says my true nature, my true self is to be firm, prominent, and you know, and then try to be who I was when I was younger, and then no, that's two different sides. So, you know, one side is like be firm, be no, I have no idea what the hell I'm saying. So, no, okay, here it is. One side is saying be nice, kind, you know, genuine and understanding, and then there's this person who, on the other end, that is me. That's wanting to be firm and then be like how I used to be, just kind of, you know. I'm in a crossroads of being true to myself where I'm now, or being true to myself how I've always been. And I feel like that conflicts because who I am now, I want to be able to do what I want to do. I want to be able to, you know, just I want to be able to like ascertain that success that I want, that everyone else seems to be getting. And then there's the other side where it's like, well, there are people around us in need. We'll get our time when we get our time. And I don't know, like I'm in the middle, and then it's like a tug of war of morality. I don't really like it because I am conflicted with myself and how I need to be. Um, very frustrating. Very frustrating because yes, I want to find my way to what I deem success, but at the same time, I do want to make sure that people are taken care of, that people are good. But in the middle, it's like sometimes I feel like it's too much. I just kind of want to be left alone. And then sometimes it's the pressure of having to do everything and put all the effort in, missing out on a bunch of stuff. So I'm in the middle. Um, but yes, I share the same emotions about them passing. Uh, they do. Those feelings, those thoughts do pass, and I feel like because we're not supposed to be stuck on them, you know, like it's a moment for us to kind of like remind ourselves what exactly it is that we want, and for us to kind of snap ourselves back into the game and be like, okay, let's keep going. So you take a moment to step back just to kind of be like, all right, like refresh. So like for instance, let's say if you could put the thought of being able to take your control, and then you put that thought as a as a person, and the control that you're trying to get is a small ball of light in a crowd of people, let's say New York traffic or Tokyo. Everyone's just walking in the street, everyone's just walking around, and it's just a bunch of bodies, like a needle in the haystack kind of thing, but a little easier to get because you can see the illuminating needle, whatever. But if you just kind of take a step away from the activity, from all the commotion, and try to understand how, or even if there is a movement pattern to which the ball is floating around, take that sense to be like, okay, what do I need to do? Like game plan it, you know? Where am I at? How am I feeling? What's going on? What's worked? What hasn't worked? And then, you know, when you're able to assess a game plan with what you've implemented, applied, learned, you get back in there. That's kind of how I see it. I mean, there's so many ways to go grab that ball of light, but there's also many ways that you can disperse the crowd to see if it makes it easier for you. You know, many ways to get things done, many ways to get to where you want to be, but it all takes patience. Trust me, I'm having a bit of a go at it, and not easy. But that's why we do this, is because we're not the only ones. May I ask, what was it that, or was it anything at all that kind of took away that moment of control for you? Some days they make it easy. I feel like things are gonna change though, because there's a lot supposed to happen just right at the beginning of 2024, man. For instance, I feel like I know I can get a lot of night traction once Tekken 8 comes out, and I'll be playing that heavy. I feel like I want to put a day or two more into playing that game. I'm also wanting to get so good that I can start entering tournaments and actually get somewhere through them. That'll be really good for me. I've always wanted to get into them, and I was actually supposed to try to get into the tournaments like last year or 2 years ago, but that never happened, obviously. But I think I want to be a little serious about it this year, this coming year. I like those tournaments look really fun to be in. Like I watch them after they're posted and everything, like on YouTube, and so fun, and the energy is hype, and it's like the first year that everyone gets to play it, and then, you know, like the full public tournaments. I think they just had one for all the pros who still like had the early copy of it, but after that they're going to be coming out more. So Fingers crossed for that one. But yes, above all, video games, music, and then I depending on how things go, I might, but we'll see. I might even be DJing in clubs. I got my practice a couple weeks back. Buddy of mine who's DJing clubs now, he's telling me to go on Thursdays because that's where he'll be at. So I'm gonna try to get in there and see how I like it, and if it goes well, I'll probably try to put my hat in the ring around the city myself. So things are falling in place finally, and I mean, I can only take it one step at a time because it's a lot. Like, I have a lot I want to do, but like everything I feel like is getting somewhere. I'll say that it's getting somewhere. So, but yeah, still got music coming, still DJing, still gaming, still streaming, and then of course I'll have cooler stuff. my stream will look a lot better in due time, but yeah. Oh boy, who knew being busy could be so fun? I don't know. I don't know. When you stay focused, you like I forget about a lot of stuff outside of what's in front of me. So being busy has its perks. Is anybody making is anybody making a New Year's resolution, or are we done doing that? I always make doable resolutions. See, that's what people need to understand. Like, if it's within your grasp, or if you need to like specify what your resolution is, do that. But there are too many broad resolutions, and people end up capping out on them like by month 2. Uncle says no New Year's resolution. That was for when I was young. You're still young. It's never too late to learn a thing or two. Like, how about this? What's the least favorite genre of dish that you like cooking? Like, is it Italian, Mexican, American, Tex-Mex? I'd say Asian, but that's in your blood, so. Although you could hate it because you've had it for all your life, but New Year's resolution. Make the perfect chicken nugget. John says one of my doable resolutions is to get roller skates and improve. And then here is a how do you do? I want the Wendy's spicy nugget. Let's see, Sean, what you could do to exaggerate that resolution is pick up on graffiti and start skating around doing graffiti like Jet Set Radio. In the name of the game returning to us, do it for us. Start skating and tag your name. In cursive. And y'all, oh my gosh, I just got happy again. You're killing my Katie and COD right now. Wait, are you on? Oh, you are playing, okay. Don says, I didn't live in the rink or at the park. You asking for a lot. You guys, this is easy stuff, okay? Sean, all you gotta do is get a spray can and just teach yourself how to write in cursive. Okay? Just a couple and you're good. You asking me to Tony Hawk Pro Skate grind? No, I'm asking you to Jet Set Radio grind. It's grind on your shins, bitch. You know what? I give you that one because there's a game that was out on the Switch in remembrance of Jet Set Radio before they announced the like a remake or whatever. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk is what it's called. I have yet to get it because I really want it, but they do both skating and skateboarding, or roller skating and skateboarding. I'll give you that one. Next thing you know, you'll be asking me to SS Tricky grind. Look, we can go do it together. I'll do that. I'll out there be looking like Eddie with the fro. Do I have you as a friend on COD? I don't think so. Probably not. No. Because you're playing on PS5, aren't you, Uncle Paul? Says I'm old, you wildin'. Hey, look, man. PC. Oh. Okay. Respect. Then no. I don't even own Modern Warfare 3. I game share it with my brother Jaden on Xbox. I don't know if he got the third one though, but I know we were playing Modern Warfare 2. I go to the rink and my back out for the next day, pretty much stretching all damn day. Because you need to stretch before, and you need to get used to it. The more you move your body, the better you're gonna be. All you gotta do is stretch, drink some water. Like if I took you to the mountains of Colorado and I gave you a pair of headphones and the first thing you heard was Tricky by Run DMC, tell me you wouldn't want to do a couple backflips off of a ramp. I remember when my Uncle Paul and my stepdad introduced me to SSX. Oh wait, no, they had Tricky, sorry. SSX, I had the first one on the PlayStation, and then the second one came out, Tricky, and it was huge because not only did they have great music, but the tricks were better, the boost was better, character select was better, and of course they advertised it with Eddie, the guy with the fro, voiced by David Arquette. And then SSX3 came out, and then that one kind of weird one, SSX World Tour, and then they did a remake of SSX. Look, when I tell you I'm a fan, oof, dude, don't even get me started. SSX is my shit. Okay, so Uncle Paul's got no New Year's resolution because he thinks he's too old. Sean has skates and graffiti. For me, it would be, I've never actually really made one, to be honest. It's just another year for me, but I think it's different for me this year. I also have a resolution to make boundaries and stick to them. See, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. I mean, I like the skating one and graffitiing one too, but I like that one because that's also doable. Yes. I approve that. You don't need it, but I approve it. I think I like hearing those type of resolutions. I hate hearing the ones like, oh, I'm gonna work out and get fit, and then no, you're not. Shut the hell up. You're gonna continue eating like a fat ass, and that's okay. But don't make the beginning of the year be the reason why you want to lose weight. First of all, it's winter. Yes, you have a lot of time before summer, but that's a lot of time to be eating because you're still trying to fill in the food. Well, you know, wintertime, we have that hole where we want either comfort and warmth, food, or physical contact. You're only going to get one. Well, I can't say for anybody. I won't continue that sentence. But, and then you're rolling into, what is it called? Valentine's Day. If you have a Valentine's, you're eating and you get chocolate. If you don't have a Valentine's Day, you're eating and you're taking chocolate. And then drinking because you have no one, you know, maybe. But and then there's St. Patrick's Day, drinking. That's if you partake. You have Easter, more chocolate and eating because, you know, Sunday, dinner. Even if you're not a religious, like in Christianity or Catholicism, you still eat. Summertime, May, June, summer is there. Where's your body at? Okay, let's talk cooking, right? So as far as what I've been doing, I've been wanting to get more into cooking more dishes, trying to get the hang of different spices other than the common household ones. The ones outside of what, salt, pepper, paprika, I almost said cayenne, garlic, and onion, both the vegetable and the powder. Using cumin, thyme, sage. I use curry spice. Turkish bay, and then for like Asian dishes using mirin, rice wine, cooking wine, even without Asian dishes. But I essentially want to. For like the past couple years, I've had this idea of making a sauce that goes on everything. I just can't find the right ingredients to actually put them together. Lard. That fuck. I'm playing. I'm playing. I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't. I don't think I could ever cook with lard, but I don't know. I don't know what would go with lard, so I can't say that. John says only for eggs. Really? I've never heard of that. Lard for eggs? Lard for everything? Oh my gosh. What am I missing out on, I guess? We have it damn near everything. Baking, sauteing, grilling, or frying. What do you cook lard with? Branch to the Midwest is lard to Southerners, I feel is fair to say. Oh, okay. So wait, oh, okay. I was just thinking that too. It's used like a lubricant, like oil, right? Like cooking oil? Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Crisco. Okay. Did someone say Crisco already? We don't just eat it. Oh, see, I don't know. Y'all wouldn't get to the point. I missed the part where you said the skillet, though. I don't know. You just made it seem like lard was for everything, but not in that way. Like you rub it on mayonnaise or like sandwiches or something. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, lard is the oil cooking base. Okay, gotcha. Heard that. Heard that. Oh, and then so I also wanted to make a pesto. I was curious about what pesto tasted like because I like the ingredients, like with it being green. I was like, okay. Started thinking what it was. We ended up getting some from Costco, and that shit is good. Oh my gosh! If you ever look, if you know that you go into a relative's house and they're like, "Oh, we made pasta," and you're like, "Oh, they don't ever put too, like they don't season it well. They don't put a whole lot of sauce. Take you a little thing of some basil pesto, dip that on top, stir it up. Perfect. It's good, man. It's good. I'm trying to really venture out of dishes because like I'm used to a whole bunch of Americanized foods. I want authentic stuff, so looking into a little more Italian. I'm like I've always said this. I'm not big on pasta. I feel like pasta is overrated as hell, but I'm willing to learn different ways that aren't so oily to make it. And then yeah, the pesto thing was a really nice experience, but definitely am wanting to make a sauce that's for like you can put on steak, you can put on burgers, you can put on chicken, fish. You can put it on for breakfast, like breakfast burritos. Like it's gonna be an everything sauce, and trying to think of the right yeah, there you go, everything sauce right there. Trying to think of the right ingredients that would play well with each and every one of those proteins. And then also like to understand, like thinking ahead of whatever can be mixed with those proteins, like what salts, what sweets, what oils. 'Cause I didn't realize how difficult it would be to think about making a sauce when you have to think about pairing it in that manner, like to one in everything sauce. Damn. But I don't know. I really want to. I'm thinking of all these small things to do. They're like minor legacy levers. Like, they're gonna, oh man, in his life he had a sauce. He did this, he did that. Everything sauce was. I would choose hoisin sauce over soy sauce for everything sauce. That was two-step for me a while because I was cooking meats and using rice, etc. It was trying rice seasonings and then trying to make my own. The only thing I tried as far as rice seasoning was going as far as putting cilantro in the rice cooker, and that turned out, yeah. Let's see. I feel like I don't know. I think I want to make that's what I'm gonna do right here. Where my pen at? Where my sticky notes at? New Year's resolution: learn 2 of each, Japanese and Korean dishes. There was something else I wanted to do too, to just kind of change things since I'm becoming, you know, older. I think I can do more. I think I know what I want to do. Cause I'm decent at video games. Like I can be good, but I'm not like pro focused. I play too much. Not like a lot, but like I play around too much. Sometimes I just can't get that serious. Like some, you know how you game well and you have those really good days where it's just going right for you. But the days that you know that you're a pro are the days that you're not doing well, but it's still good. My bad days are horrible days. A bad day for a pro is a really good day for me. And a really good day for a pro isn't, I'm not touching what the hell they're doing, you know? They spend so much time being able to understand the game and do that. I don't have that time anymore. I stopped having that time even before I had the kids because I was always working overnight, being tired and just being upset. I don't know. I also didn't really take gaming to be serious until kind of recently. I don't know. I'm more into learning the mechanics for like a better gameplay instead of just playing it for funsies, you know. Because like if all this fails, all I know is that I love being able to play video games and enjoy them. And I think that's probably where it'll stop. Is just being able to play to enjoy them. Cause like to play them for competition, you lose the joy out of them. I don't know. Cause like I feel like I don't know. I haven't heard about it yet, but I feel like for me, if I'm taking a game seriously and I go to the big leagues and I lose, it'll probably ruin everything that I've had for that game.
I don't want to play this no more, man.
I don't want to be that way. I don't know, man. Cause I've never actually knew people had plays until hearing people like pro play Call of Duty and Fortnite and everything, and they have positions and stuff, which makes sense. It makes sense to have positions with a lot of the modes for shooting games when you're playing as a team. Because sometimes you just get in lobbies where the team that you're playing with, the people that you're playing with, oh my gosh, and it's not even like they're new. It's just that's how they've been playing. And some people are like, I'm gonna go do my own thing, and there's people like they're just doing whatever, you know. Paying attention to where they're running, what they're doing. I go 30-5 like every game. I kill this whole bet let's find out. Kill this whole team of Free Fire. I know one thing though, like I don't know, I feel like if I played Warzone more, I probably would be decent, but I don't know. I had finally gotten used to the mechanics of being like looting, being able to pick stuff up pretty quickly. I never thought I'd get to that point because when I saw other people playing that, Fortnite and PUBG and Apex, I was like, how do y'all even do that? Pick everything up so fast. But when you start to learn what you want, what you can, and everything, it gets pretty easy. I've been trying, honestly, I've been playing around with snipers a lot, so I'm trying to get better at sniping. You really want to piss somebody off, use a sniper. That or a pistol. Don, is there anything that you want to get better at? Anything that you aspire to want to improve on anything. 2024. I think in that retrospect, for me, if there was, oh, but specifically women. Oh, okay. Nah, you can hold off on that one. That's okay. Be the man. You don't have to let him in. No, I'm playing. I get it though. I get it. For me, in the retrospect of that kind of improvement, I think I don't know. I think if I sat and actually thought about it, I could probably tell you. But I've been thinking about it a lot, like personal growth and stuff. But I'd like to be able to not tense up with conversation. Yeah, that'd be nice. Do you tense up with all girls or just the pretty ones? Eyes is back. John says, we know I'm not off the table for most, which is why the pretty ones get so mad. Or more eyebrow raised anyway. If there's good quality, I tend to find it. Yeah, I feel that. I do that too. I was just gonna say that was a good save on your part though. Oh, but we were talking about me, right? I'm not playing. No, I was uh I've been trying to work on my cussing. That's one. That's one. That's always a good one. I don't actually really do it around the kids. It's just with people. I feel like whenever I get to hang out with friends and stuff, or adults, and I feel like I got some sense of freedom, so it all comes out. John says no save needed to find myself. It was a save. But I think communicatively, I think I don't know, I think overall just being able to speak and open up, just like, well, I don't know. I feel like a lot of times my silence is the best option, because sometimes saying something is not ever necessary. I don't even know what I say from, but I'll take it. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know. I feel like I had one, but because I feel like I always think, well, not always, I often think about it, but today, like right now, I'm just kind of drawing a blank of like what personal growth changes to make or improvements to make. Like with yours, you were saying you want to be able to feel less tense speaking to women after a period of time. I guess one I could try is being less reserved in conversations with people I don't really care for. But I don't know, I feel like whenever I'm in those positions, it's my soul speaking to me that I really don't need to, conversate with those people too long, because there's a lot of things that could happen in a short amount of time, but I don't know. I will continue to listen to my gut. Yeah, that one. Sometimes I'll be like, nah, it's okay. And it's not. So I think I'll continue to listen to my gut a little more. My consciousness, conscience. Yeah, conscience. Luxury of being me, blissful ignorance. Yeah. All right. That's why we love you. Nah, you're good, man. You're good. I was just messing with you. It's I can't even remember why I was saying it. Yeah. Uh, I don't know, but like I plan on. Can I put a timeline on it? I don't know. I just plan on I plan on doing some bigger things this coming year. Really putting the pedal to the metal on everything. Really taking chances. I took the chance of being able to be up on stage at the club a few weekends ago, and that was fun. Um, I also did it on a set of turntables that I was not familiar with. So that and the how quick I got used to it, I very much applaud myself for it, because any lesser man would have been like, nope, and left. I was like, nah, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna figure it out. Feel the same way. My guy tells me no to shake a certain person's hand. Oh, not to shake a certain person's hands if opportunity presents itself, and I will not, for now anyway. Nah, man, keep that up. Keep listening to your gut, because I have to do that too. Because I there are forces that be that are just a bit stronger than we ever want to imagine, and by that I mean a simple handshake could ruin your whole day, could ruin your whole week, because it was a transfer of energy that you didn't expect, want, or need. And fortunately, those things happen sometimes by the other person unknowingly. But just yeah, always trust your gut. I always say that, and sometimes I end up ignoring it, and I regret that sometimes. Gut will never fail you. Above all else, if you have three things to listen to: your mind, your heart, or your gut, listen to your gut, because that's your spirit talking. That's usually the most right one. Like I said, this is why I don't do New Year's resolutions, because I don't know, I just do the next thing. Oh, okay. See you in folk. Okay. Hopefully getting out of here for a bit will re-inspire me. I think it will. Normally, I'm the guy that says, resolve your issues where they're at. I'm never really the one that'll advocate, leaving or taking a break. For some reason, I don't know why, but I feel like in your case, maybe a break might help. I guess for me, I don't ever see me taking a break helping, because I know I'm coming back to the same issue, so I'd rather resolve it, or at least get it to a certain point before I'm able to enjoy going anywhere. But I'm not everyone, and everyone's not like me. So I think in your case, maybe a break might help. And I mean, it's a break coming to see me. It's going to help. But no, I think being able to, reunion with your friends is definitely going to be a good recharge for sure. Anyone else? What I see there's some people still watching, so what's in the chat? Let me know what you got going on for the rest of the year, for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. What are your plans for the new year to come? First 3 months, first half of the year, the entire year. What do you have that you would like to share? I myself am working on a few personal progression points myself, to which I'll keep to myself, just for me. I feel like if I give them out, it's not, there's some things you can keep to yourself, to which these I will, but definitely working on a few things internally. So far so good. So far so good. Oh, here's another one. My procrastination. I've been doing pretty well, but I can do much better, and I will aim to do so, because I tend to procrastinate. Boy, I tell you, I used to be one of the biggest procrastinators I know. all in all, I think as far as resolutions and all this stuff, if you think about it, well, if you believe that time is a construct, not real, or to however which you make it, blah blah blah, and you might not be the type of person who likes to make resolutions, you know, I feel like it's no different than making a goal, but I can understand why making a resolution seems like it's kind of worthless, because everyone's kind of expecting to start at the beginning of the year and then continue from that point on, instead of starting say tomorrow, say next week. They're like, oh, next year's my year, I know for sure. And then you don't get anywhere. Like, if you're not keen to making New Year's resolutions, make goals, make short-term goals, make long-term goals. What episode was it? We had one episode about it earlier this year, so we're probably we're going full circle with these episodes this year. And you're probably right. If you're thinking those, what I just said, whatever time that you have, do with what you have with it. Like, for instance, me, there are nights where I could be doing something, but sometimes I allow my wife to be like, oh, can we do this and that tonight? Like, fine. Like, I done already gave you days out of the week just to sit there and do nothing. I think I can go do my own thing. But that's me. I end up just going to go sit and do nothing instead of and even like there are things that I can do on my laptop that I don't. I just sit there. Oh, here's one. I got one. It's both a New Year's resolution and a birthday resolution. I'm going to Lost Lands. I'm planning on going by myself, but if anyone's willing to go, not wanting to, willing, hey, I'm down. But for my birthday, that's where it normally happens. And for those who aren't familiar, Lost Lands is a another EDC, but it's for mostly dubstep fans. Got Excision, Midnight Tyrannosaurus, Sullivan King, Riot 10, all those types of people. For those, well, I just told you no. So yes, big ass concert, out in the field, in the woods. The 3-day event. It's on the weekend. Yes, it's like a camping thing, just like EDC, but Lost Lands, it's got a dinosaur theme because Excision is a dinosaur fan, and his whole thing is like the T-Rex, and then Woolie's got the mammoth, and so on and so forth, right? So I am devoted to going to Lost Lands one time in my life, and I'm going next year. I'll be turning 33. Let's look up the spirit number for the number 33. Spiritually, the angel number 33 can mean that positive change is ahead, and now is a wonderful time for nurturing creativity. I need that to nurture my creativity. Anything is possible. The number 33 is a reminder that anything is possible. This is a time to focus on self-development. Dive into your passions and find your purpose. The number 3 symbolizes evolution in the life cycle. If you're seeing the number 33, it's a sign you're undergoing spiritual growth. I will be growing spiritually if I go to Lost Lands this year. Next year, to 2024. Yeah. Need that in my Lizzo. Lost Lands is just like Excision's one of my favorite dubstep artists. He's like pretty much my favorite. I like a bunch of them, but Excision's my favorite. He's my fucking favorite, right? Just not my cup of. I get it. I get it. I get it. If they play, I feel like they've got some house and trance artists that play there too. But I just love the heavy hitting bass. God damn. But no, every year I see it. I see the videos on YouTube. I'll listen to the 2-hour set that he has, and I'm just like, dang, I see it every year, and I'm just like, oh, it looks so good. And then this past year, he had 20 minutes worth of fireworks at the start of his set, and they weren't just like some pew pew fireworks. They were like, oh my gosh. And it was, even on camera, it looked fucking cool. I'm not big on fireworks because, you know, 4th of July is just another day. But the way that the fireworks were going with the music, and then the way that the flames were going with the music, and the way that the fog machines were going with the music, the way that the lasers and the light show were going with the music, the way that the music was going with the music. Oh my goodness. I need that experience. I don't need it. It'll just be fun to go. Like, last EDM concert I went to was Excision in Oklahoma City, and wasn't the best experience. I didn't like the venue. Didn't give me a whole lot of space. I'm used to the space that Kansas City gave me in their venue that they had. Oh, it was so cool. But yeah, no, I needed more room to do me, and I didn't have that room, man. I was just so I didn't go hard. But no, dude, it's a 3-day thing of all day, all music, you know, artists of all kinds, and it's just a whole nother experience. Like, I want to, at least, if anything, 1 or 2 days, maybe not the whole 3, but I don't know, at least 1 or 2 days, and I'll be happy. Because I don't know about the whole camping, you know, thing. I like my showers, and you know, those crowds, they get packed because when they go see their favorite artists, especially the big ones, you know, and the whole crowd is like football stadiums long, like multiple, and you're next to people like molecules, and you're just like, you ain't showered, you stink. Put your arms down, you need deodorant. And then, you know, people be high, and that makes your pores smell too, so that's even worse. And then people got dreads. I turn on some cocoa melon, put a little you know. But no, I definitely, I don't want a lot, you know. There's a few things that I want for me, but that's one in particular, is being able to go and just do the damn thing, man. Aiden says, I know how that feels. And Sean says, Mike, don't forget, I probably wouldn't like a huge crowd either. Oh yeah, yeah. It definitely, and you know, it's not for everybody. And honestly, I hate it, even for big concerts that aren't like EDM. Rolling Loud for like rap, hip hop, and R&B, and then you got Coachella. It's like people act like they have to be so close to the front, right? Because I mean, I know those, where you need to sit and stand is so far from the stage that, you know, you could be where you are, and the artist that you're looking for is like this big from where you're standing. It sucks. But for me, it's like, I'm not there to see how you look. I'm there for the experience. That's just me. Yeah. And if it's a comedy show, that's a little different, because then the sound's kind of off, you know. But it's, I don't know, like big concerts like that where the crowd is so heavy, people are, you know, within shoulder to shoulder. They're not shoulder to shoulder. People are like overlapping shoulders and hips, and you know, people are getting touched and stuff. I hate those kind of concerts because it's like, get the hell off me. It's not that serious. Like, give me some room. I feel your hot breath on my neck. Somebody just grabbed my ass. I didn't like that at all. Oh shit, what are you touching there, ma'am? No, not for you. Like it's so ridiculous. Like, people just don't understand space and boundaries at those concerts. That's the one thing I hate. And even when people are like, let's say, like midway to the stage would be like a football field and a half from the actual stage, right? Then that's just halfway back, and people are still tight like that, and it's like, we're back here, we're all the way back here. Why are you up on me? I don't know. That's the one thing I don't like about those big concerts. Is this like no space, no space. I could go and enjoy it from the back. O'Neill wants to know if you have ever heard of Dr. Malachi Z. York. No, but with that name, I'm interested. What the hell? First thing that comes up is his release date. What the hell? Guy? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I see what he was convicted for. What is Nuwapu, right knowledge, breaking the spell, and more? He has a spouse? Okay, I gotta figure out who the hell this guy is. What the heck? Dwight D. York, also known as Malachi Z. York, Isa al-Hadi al-Mahdi, is an American criminal, black supremacist, pedophile, convicted child molester, musician, and writer, best known as the founding leader of several black Muslim groups in New York, most notably the Nuwaubian Nation, a black supremacist new religious movement that has existed in some form since the 60s. York began founding several black Muslim groups in the late 1960s. Oh, I did? I feel like I did. During the period of the Black Power movement, he founded numerous religious movements under various names between the 60s and 80s. These were at first based on pseudo-Islamic themes in Judaism, Nubian Islamic Hebrews. Later, he developed a theme derived from ancient Egypt, mixing ideas taken from black nationalism, cryptozoology, Christianity, UFO religions, New Age, and popular conspiracy theories. He just called his group the United Nuwaubian Nation of Moors, Nuwaubian Nation of Nuwaubians. So he was a musician. In the early 80s, York performed as vocalist with his own groups known as Jackie and the Starlights, the Students, and Passion. He launched his own record label named Passion Products, recording as the solo artist Dr. York.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I see what he did there. Fucking nasty ass. His debut release was a single. Do you know the band Skillet? The band Skillet? I've never heard of that. I will look that up. I'll have to check that out. Is that a rock band? Skillet Rock? Okay, so Sean knows Skillet. Okay, is that a rock band? Alternative, metal, indie? His debut release was single Only a Dream. Later included in the album New York Hot Melt Records. Oh, fuck. Later, York formed York Records, releasing the music of several successful artists with the genre of R&B, hip-hop, gospel, and others. York Records released York's single called It's Too Late in '86, featuring Sarah Dash of Patti LaBelle's LaBelle. So he was an opportunist, because it seemed like he was just doing things back and forth, left and right. Beginning in Brooklyn, York had established strict sexual practices within the community, reserving for himself sexual access to many women and girls, including wives and children of followers. Oh, okay. There we go. Theodore Gabriel wrote about the practices. While extolling the virtues and importance of family life and the conjugal relationship, he, York, denies such relationships to his followers except at strictly controlled intervals. He urges his female followers to pattern themselves on the Islamic paradigms of the wife and the mother, apparently desiring the creation of stable family units, but in reality the husbands and wives are segregated in dormitories, separated also from their children. York permits spouses to cohabit only once every 3 months. They are permitted to meet in the green room, prior appointment only. Okay. I'm assuming O'Neill asked about him because he has knowledge of extraterrestrial origin and just overall his involvement in the Islamic and Judaism background. Like, he has a bunch of stuff. Yo, check this out. Aliases: Dr. York, Malachi Z. York, Dr. Malachi Z. York L, H.E. Dr. Malachi Kobina York, Imperial Grand Potentate Noble Reverend Dr. Malachi Z. York, 33 degrees over 720 degrees. Consul General Dr. Malachi Z. York, Grand Al Mufti Divan Nobel. Okay, what the he said, yeah, okay. So I'll read what they have here on Wikipedia. Claim of extraterrestrial origin. York has claimed to be an extraterrestrial master teacher from the planet Rizq. He wrote, just gonna call him Paul and keep it pushing. I'm just gonna call him York. He wrote, we have been coming to this planet before it had your life form on it. My incarnation as an Ila Mutashid or Avatara was originally in the year 1945 AD. In order to get here, I traveled by one of the smaller passenger crafts called Sham out of the mother plane called Merkaba or Nibiru. Hold up. Because Nibiru is that one planet that was supposed to crash into Earth and end all life as we know it. This version of York came to Earth on March 16th, 1970. Comet Bennett, which was visible on that date, is said to have really been York's spacecraft. York taught that mother plane Nibiru would launch the Crystal City or New Jerusalem to our solar system from its position in Orion. A 40-year process of taking the 144,000 chosen few, 12,000 each of them from the 12 tribes of Israel, into the planet craft Nibiru began on August 12, 2003 and will end on August 12, 2043. These chosen few will be groomed for 1,000 years and return to Earth for the final battle against the Luciferians and also to redeem man from the 6,000-year rulership of the devil and his seed. I never knew that there could ever be a correlation between aliens and earthly religions, but that's interesting. I'll say it. To the least, I'll say it's interesting. Because that makes you wonder what is the defining factor of extraterrestrial being and the religions met on, I guess you couldn't even say it was religion. Well, yeah, the religions on Earth, because if they are set on, wait a minute, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but the final battle with the Luciferians, isn't that supposed to be something done by the angels of heaven? Are we to say that angels are aliens? That's interesting. What? And see, it's weird to think beyond that when you think back to him being convicted of the hell was it? Pedophilia and child molestation. That's why he got all that time. So they legally have him 135 years in prison. Holy woo! Child sex abuse, rape, racketeering, conspiracy, fraud. Oh, conspiracy and fraud. Okay. 135 years, that's insane. Jeez, man. It's kind of hard to think about that. Like, I understand that, you know, someone who's to be like, oh, I don't believe that because he's a pedophile. Well, when you put a label on it for what he did, yeah, you're not going to want to look past it because you have a feeling towards that label. But when you think past that, not excusing what he did, but if you look past the label that's been given to him because of his crimes, it's interesting, to say the least, to think, even if it's not real, that he would correlate those two. Because then it's like, like, what if aliens were the form in which the human mind could comprehend? Because if you were to see them as aliens, what if that was a test to see how you would treat them? Because you can look at a human and be like, oh, okay, it's a human, I'm going to act how I want to act. But if you see an alien and you know that they're from outer space, do you allow your fear to take over, or do you allow humanity to take over? Because if they were angels in the form of aliens and spacecrafts, then you know the normal human brain wouldn't be able to handle it, because they don't have any comprehension of anything beyond their own life. I'm saying they, like I'm not a human myself, but I mean you understand what I'm saying. There are just some people who can't comprehend something as big as extraterrestrials, let alone. And then there's some people who are religious who's like, oh, aliens aren't real. Well, I won't go too deep into that, but you know, because I'm not here to challenge anyone's beliefs. But damn, I mean, the way this guy moved, though, he was doing things, though. Like he had, I don't want to call them organizations, but I think that's probably the best term right now. He had all these Islamic organizations. I think he had like up to 4 of them. And you know how much it would take to run 4 in the 80s? And then he was doing music. And then from music, he went to doing Islamic ministries, and he was in a synagogue. He was part of a Native American tribe. What the? Oh, he went to everything. I mean, it was New York in the 80s. In 88, York was convicted of obtaining a passport with a false birth certificate. So get this, one final piece of information here. By 1985, York had added a miracle performance to his repertoire. He claimed to materialize sacred healing ash in front of his followers, much in the fashion of Satya Sai Baba, who was an Indian guru. At the age 14, he claimed that he was the reincarnation of Shirdi Sai Baba and left his home to serve his devotees. That's Satya. Does he have any books? He does. Oh, I mean, of course, I read them all earlier. Okay, what the Women of the... Oh man, he's got a lot of books. He's got 7 pages worth of books. I'm not reading all that. So dude, what the... Oh my gosh, like who do you have to be in the 80s to have that many books, to do music, to do religion stuff of all religions? That makes you wonder. I mean, I know there wasn't a whole lot to do in the 80s, because that's where the growth of everything started, like the 70s and 80s. I think things were moving in the 80s, so like you could drop one thing and go to another quick. But he did a lot. That's crazy. I'll have to do more research on him. Now I'm interested. I want to learn more about that whole I'm a alien thing. Oh boy. Well, Sean, thank O'Neill for me on that. Now that's yeah, that's, I'm gonna read up on that and see what I'll pick the brains of those two. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here in a minute, because I gotta check on the kids and get them ready for bed. If you look up a Skillet song, remember is one of the songs I say is good. Which one is it? What was the Skillet song? I forgot. You did say Skillet. I was supposed to look that up. Hold on, let me look. Skillet. Members, Master. If you look up Skillet, one of Skillet's song, Member, is one of the songs I say is good. Oh, okay. Members and Master. Okay. The band currently consists of husband and wife duo John and Corey Cooper, along with Jen Ledger and Seth Morrison. 11 studio albums, 2 of which Collide and Comatose received Grammy nominations. Okay. Members, Master, Monster is the song. Oh, I see Monster right there. Okay. That's what got you in the rock? Okay. Then I'll have to take a listen then. Because what got me in the rock was Linkin Park. Actually, what got me in the rock was watching animated videos of Dragon Ball Z on YouTube earlier in the day, but then that led me to Linkin Park and Disturbed and Orgy and Korn. Yeah. I used to listen to all of them. More Linkin Park than anything though. I mean, who didn't love Linkin Park? Come on, dude. It's fucking Linkin Park. The Beatles for you? Nah. Daniel likes the Beatles too. I didn't know I was a fan of either Elton John and Queen until watching them. I liked Elton John because when I worked at Sonic, Benny and the Jets would play on Sonic Radio. I'd be back there grooving. Oh, Parents. Oh yeah, I got you. Never heard it. Wait, you never heard of what? Which one? Linkin Park? Come on, Caden. You gotta know Linkin Park. Which one was it you said you never heard of? Both. Oh, okay. All right, we're gonna share music here. I need you to go to Linkin Park, and I need you to look up Hybrid Theory, and then when you're done enjoying that whole album, I need you to go to Meteora. Oh my God, Meteora touches the soul so much. And then where's that one? There was a reanimation, and then do reanimation. No, I'm sorry. Do Hybrid Theory, reanimation, then Meteora. Send it to Discord. Okay, I got you. I got you. Oh, I'm about to put you on something, man. You gonna love it. They need to be in the Hall of Fame already if they're not. I'm just saying. That's how good they are. I mean, if you've seen any of the Transformers movies, you would have heard Linkin Park. Rankin Benjamin is great for a compliment as well. Yeah, okay, so yeah, you watch Transformers movies, the first 3 or 4, I believe, they all had Linkin Park music in there, so if you remember that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That was big too. I think the first or second one, What I Become, was one of the last ones Chester Bennington was in before he passed away. R.I.P. But yeah, no, let me go ahead and send it to you right now. You said Discord. Go ahead and send it to you right meow. But Kate, I'm gonna get with you on Discord later. I gotta situate my house. Sean, I'll get with you. You can hit me up whenever. Everyone else that's watching, thanks for stopping in. I know we didn't get to talk through chat. You didn't get to share. That's all right. And then an enemy is open here. Everyone else that's gonna view later on, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a good rest of the year. Have a good holidays. Christmas is Monday, so I'm not gonna see anyone. I'll be gaming this weekend, but that's about all you get out of me. I will be posting, but yeah, have a happy, safe, warm holidays if you're in the cold seasons. And I will see you for BAFSAF on the 4th. But yeah, tune in on the socials for any and all updates for everything. And I'm starting to do a little better. Have a good night, everyone.